Hey everyone, welcome back to Eat the Cake Anime. I'm your host, Jay Renee.
And I'm her ever-loving husband and sidekick, Ron.
Wow, he made it back. Producer Ron is back on the mic. Hello, how are you?
I'm good, baby.
Good. Oh my goodness, we have made it to December, the last month of 2025.
It's almost Christmas.
Almost Christmas. It's beginning of the month. Y'all listen, 2025 has been a year, has it not?
Yeah.
Hey, but for Eat the Cake Anime, we would like to thank everyone who has supported us. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the subscriptions, everything. We are eternally grateful. This month, we are so excited to bring you guys. Now, okay, so we've looked at all the animes. We've had different themes over the past months, but this month we decided to bring you anime, manhwa, donghwas that feature African or Black African or coded, anything that is a POC protagonist. That's what we're here for this month.
This week we bring you anime that has a little bit of representation in it.
Right, including anything from African-inspired worlds, the African diaspora, or anything that's clearly coded as a Black character. That's what we wanted to focus on this final month to give us a sense of, happiness and pride and the reasons why we love anime so much. So with that, we're going to start off with a bang with Gachiakuta.
Gachiakuta is, how can we describe this best, baby?
Okay, so first let me say Gachiakuta, the meaning of the word Gachiakuta translates into serious trash.
That's proper representation.
Yeah, legitimate trash. Now, Gachiakuta is a dystopian dark fantasy anime that premiered in July of this year. In 2025, we have an anime that is raw, that is open, that is fun, and that shows a lot of representation for us.
Now, this particular anime has actually been produced by Studio Bones, and just to look at the anime style, it's a little bit different than some of the Studio Bones' other offerings.
Right. Now, this is directed by Fumihiko Tsukanuma. Okay, so let's get into what Gachiakuta is all about. We're talking about a story that's set in a world where a floating city houses the elite, where the poor live in slums like below them, and those that are living in the slums are looked down on. They're literally treated like trash by the upper class.
You got people in the suburbs and you got people in the hood.
Basically. So the main character, Rudo, is falsely accused of murdering his adopted father, Recto. As punishment, he's exiled off the edge of the city into a massive abyss called the Pit. So now we're dealing with false accusations and we're dealing with the exiles. You go further, when we talk about the Pit isn't just a dumping ground. It's full of monstrous trash.
People who've been in the hood for a little bit too long and can't see their way out of it. I mean, I'm just using that as a reference in respect to the trash beast.
Right.
But this is straight up monster level, I'm gonna get you murk type stuff.
Right. And once again, we have talked all year at Eat the Cake Anime about parallels to real life. So when we talk about Rudo being exiled into the pit from living above, which is called the sphere, we talk about the need to survive. So Rudo has to survive because he swore revenge on the people. He joins a group of rebels called the Cleaners. And here we go. We have cleaners, we have givers, we have teams. Rudo has a unique ability. He can imbue life into objects or from trash, turning them into weapons or tools. So basically he brings the junk back to life.
Yeah, basically his power is he can bring out the full potential of pretty much anything. He can take a bike and turn it into
something.
We're not even gonna say something. He can turn it into like one of those jet motorcycles that they run on the salt flats.
Right. Rudo has powers as a giver. He learns once he goes to the pit, and so he becomes a cleaner. So givers, of course, have powers of weapons known as vital instruments that are unique to each giver. So Rudo, you'll see his vital instruments, which are, oversized gloves. And here we go with how this whole world ends up playing out. Now, I just want to say, Gachiakuta is unlike any anime I have ever seen.
Yep.
Simply let's talk about the world build. When we want to talk about blending the social commentary, like you said, like the have and the have-nots, and the style that they have, art in the manga is like real graffiti design. So when you incorporate that into the anime, it gives it like a real edge. So you can see exactly how these things are done. When we talk about the haves and the have-nots, how he ends up down in the pit, and y'all, the trash beasts, it is like just a bunch of garbage that is morphed over time and turned into beasts that can actually kill you. It's very different. It is a dystopian anime, dark fantasy, and it has a lot of shonen elements. One of the reasons why we chose this one is because of a lot of the themes that we, as African American or Black people, people of color, Gen Xers, these are things that we experience, which are the themes in Gachiakuta that they talk about. So inequality, discrimination, identity, and of course you have your typical revenge and redemption story. Gachiakuta isn't just about fighting trash monsters, it's about challenging a system of corruption.
And challenging people's overall view of somebody just because they come from a particular area. Right.
Sound familiar with what we have going on in the United States right now? I mean, being people of color, being minorities, we love good anime. And the reasons why Gachiakuta is great for people like us and even minority fans, like it doesn't matter, is because the representation, of being marginalized. Marginalization is something that we as Black people have been dealing with all of our days, even before you and I got here. When you talk about the tribes folk in the slums in Gachiakuta, they're explicitly discriminated against because they're considered descendants of criminals and are looked down on by the elite.
Isn't that how the entire country of Australia came to be?
I do believe so. Now, Australians, please do not jump on us if we have your history incorrect, but I think so.
Oh, no. Don't get me wrong. People in Australia, we love you. Y'all cool. But that's how they tend to look at you and look at us and whatever else, simply because you chose to do something different, something outside of what they consider to be the norm.
Well, which is why Gachiakuta, in my opinion, it mirrors the real world dynamics where you have these marginalized groups that are always economically and socially oppressed. For people like us and other fans who've experienced or empathized with systemic injustice, the main character, Rudo, his struggle, I found it deeply relatable. As an African American woman in the United States in 2025, it's almost as if there's some kind of, I don't want to say target, but this is one of the reasons why we love anime and fantasy and escapism, because while getting our escapism, we're still noticing the patterns that go on today, which is why Gachiakuta is such a great anime.
Yeah, it's a good anime, and they actually directly represent different cultures, even though they don't necessarily come out and say, oh, this person is this color XYZ or whatever else.
Right.
They fully represent and embrace it.
Right. And they don't romanticize poverty, you guys. One of the things that we have learned, the disenfranchisement of people, how they romanticize it in a lot of stories, whether it's anime, whether it's movies, this anime kind of confronts it head on, making for like really gritty storytelling. We think that you guys would really, really like Gachiakuta. In addition to all of what we talked about, they have cultural and artistic authenticity. You're looking at the visual style, the artistic expression. For minority fans, things like that are like rooted in history and cultures and things like that. But then you look at the power system itself in Gachiakuta, turning trash into tools. It can be looked at as a metaphor by reclaiming what society has thrown away, or, just saying that, you're reclaiming dignity, getting your worth, knowing your worth. We have heard that so much in our lifetime. Gachiakuta is a definite watch. It's just a great anime overall. It has great high production quality. It's not just action, it's emotional too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's an emotional weight, especially around Rudo's relationship with his adoptive father and his fight for justice, and how he was looked at when he lived up in the sphere, as opposed to now that he's down in the pit. I think we have said enough without trying to give too much away, but when we say Gachiakuta is a must, it's created by Urana. I want to say that. I want to make sure I'm saying that right. Kaie Urana, produced, of course, like you said, by Bones Film. It is worth the watch. On a scale of 1 to 10, babe?
I'll give it an 8.
What? I would give it a 10. What are you talking about?
I want to see if it gets picked up for another season, baby.
Well, yeah, hopefully it does. We haven't heard anything. Unlike most animes, you always hear that immediate renewal for 2 and 3 seasons. So Gachiakuta, yeah, I would give it a 10 because of everything that I have talked about. It is so it speaks on a level, just like a lot of these other animes with these characters that are, let's say, black coded. You talk about anime like Cannon Busters. It was created by an African American anime, but it's kind of like a hybrid. Then of course you have Teppen, you have Michiko and Hatchin. These are animes that we really love that have prominent black coded figures, and they're just great. You just can't get enough of it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think this is a great start to the month of December.
Oh yeah.
Gachiakuta, you guys, check it out. I know it's on Crunchyroll right now.
And it's also on those other places that we can't talk about. Hint, hint.
Exactly. And we watch it in sub. We have not watched it in dub. I refuse. And you guys, even in sub, you can tell the authentic voice casting. They have stayed true to the characters because there are a lot of voice action that are being done by people of color. So I would suggest check it out. So yeah, we are focusing. That is our focus. I am so excited for the month of December. Is there anything else you want to add, Producer Ron, before we get up out of here?
Not so much, baby.
All right. So we'd like to thank you guys for checking us out this week. Have a great, great, great month of December. We cannot wait to share with you our favorite animes with prominent black characters this month. So until next week, don't forget, at Eat the Cake Anime, Producer Ron, since you haven't been here on the mic for a while, would you like to sign us off?
It is okay to enjoy anime.
Perfect. All right, you guys. See ya.